Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Mathematics with Shahab Yaqub. So now we are finally on lecture number 5 of coordinate geometry, and this time we will be focusing on the past paper problems. So let's look at the first question. It says the points A, B and C are as shown in the diagram. This is A, this is B, this is C. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of AC, the gradient of line AB, the equation of line which passes through 0, 3 and is parallel to AB, the length of AB, the value of cosine ABC. The last part, I'll cancel it out for right now because we haven't done trigonometry as yet. Now, first of all, the coordinates of the midpoint of AC. So let me write A over here, which is negative 5, 5. Let me write C, which is 4 minus 3. And I'm interested in the midpoint, so let me take the average. Minus 5 plus 4 divided by 2, 5 plus negative 3 divided by 2. So this is negative 1 over 2, and this is 2 over 2, which is 1. So the answer of part A is minus half, 1. So let me highlight the answer for part A over here. This is done. Second part, the gradient of line AB. Now, if I talk about gradient of line AB, so I have A, which is minus 5, 5. I have B, which is 1, negative 3. Gradient of line AB, let me draw the arrow. That is 5 minus 3 divided by minus 5 minus 1. So 5 minus 3, that comes out to be 8, and minus 5 minus 1 is negative 6. That comes out to be negative 4 over 3. So this is part B, that is the gradient of AB. So part A is done, and then part B is done. Part C, the equation of line which passes through 0, 3 and is parallel to AB. So part C, equation of line which is parallel to AB and passes through 0, 3. That means when the x coordinate is 0, this value y is actually the y-intercept. And since the line, it's parallel to AB, therefore the gradient of AB is right over here. So y is equals to mx plus c. The value of m, that is over here, which is negative 4 over 3, negative 4 over 3x, and the value of c is 3, and that is the equation of the line. Y is equals to negative 4/3 x plus 3. This line is parallel to AB and it passes through 0, 3. I hope this is all good, all clear. Last but not the least, that is the length of AB. So we have A, this is point D, part D. A is minus 5, 5, and we are looking for B, which is 1 minus 3. B is 1 and negative 3. Again, do the subtraction. So therefore, AB magnitude, that is a big square root, and then the difference in the x coordinate, minus 5 minus 1, the whole thing square. The difference in the y coordinate, that is 5 minus 3 whole square. Let me draw the whole thing first and then the square, and put a plus sign in the middle. So negative 6 whole square, that is 36, 8 square, that is 64, and it adds up to a nice beautiful number, that is 100, and square root of 100. Therefore, the magnitude of AB, the distance, the length of the line segment is 10 units. So that's how all these parts are done. So part D is also done. This was part C right over here. So that's how the whole question is right in front of you, all the 4 parts. The 5th part, since we have not yet done trigonometry. So therefore, let me write over here, not yet studied trigonometry. That is why we are not solving this. So that's how this question is completed. Let's move to the next question. So now the next question says, P is the point -3, Q is the point such and such. Find the coordinates of midpoint of PQ. So let me write P -3, and let me choose even a fine thing. Let me write Q, which is 13 and -2. So therefore the midpoint, take the average of the X, take the average of the Y. So the X average will be here, the Y average is in blue, X average is in red. So -3 plus 13, let me write it down, -3 plus 13 divided by 2, and this is 3 plus -2 divided by 2. 13 minus 3 is 10, 10 over 2 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 over 2 is 1 over 2, therefore this is 5, this is half, so this is the concept of midpoint. Now let's focus on part B. The line x minus 3y is equals to 2 is shown on the diagram in the answer space. So second, so that is the line x minus 3y is equals to 2. It says x minus 3y is equals to k, cuts the y-axis at 0 minus 4. Draw the line on the diagram. Okay, first thing, this is the original line that's going like this. And then a line parallel to this, it's cutting the y-axis at 0 minus 4. So let me just go like this, 1.5, and something like this. So if I'm not mistaken, these two lines I have drawn, they are parallel. Why? Because the distance between them remains the same. This is like half unit, 1, 2, 3, and a half unit. So this is actually 1, 2, 3, 3.5. And over here, half, 1, 2, 3, that is almost as good as this. So these two lines are parallel. So I have drawn the thing that is over here. So these two lines are parallel. How do I know they are parallel? Because these coefficients are exactly the same. That's one way. The other thing is that, let me write it like this. 3y is equals to x minus 2. And y is equals to 1/3 x minus 2/3. And over here, x minus 3y is equals to k. So therefore 3y is equals to minus x plus k. Actually 3y I'm taking on the other side, x minus 2. So therefore 3y is x minus k. Therefore y is equals to 1/3 x minus k over 3. Now first of all, it's a nice conceptual question. This is the red line, and over here this is the blue line. Okay, so this was the line that was given, that is this line, and as you can see 2/3, so therefore this is 2/3 something like this, because this is 1 and this is 2/3 and negative 2/3. This minus k over 3 is actually equals to minus 4. So y-intercept negative k over 3 is equals to negative 4. Therefore, the value of negative k is negative 12. Therefore, k comes out to be 12. So I have taken this thing that's right over here and I've equated it to negative 4 because that is what is given over here. Just have a good look at this question, very conceptual question. And this is from the year June 2005, paper 1. At that time, there were no variants. There was only a single variant, and maybe like 19 years before, and this conceptual question came. So a very nice, simple question. The gold standard, that is the way by which you have to judge. And over here, since I look at the x coefficients are the same, and the y coefficients are the same. So even if I make y the subject, the ratio will be 1/3. That is how I realize that these two lines are parallel. Or I could have written it in the standard form and then decide that these two lines are parallel. That's how I have drawn this. And also make a habit of writing the value, that is k is equals to 12. So I hope this is all good, all clear. Let's move on. Now this question, I would like you to try it out. So let me just minimize it. Let me stop the recording and let's wait for you to try this out. So now let's look at question number 21. The question says that PQRS is a parallelogram. There is P, there is Q, there is R, and where is S? Find the coordinates of S. Now the very first thing is, what is the definition of a parallelogram? When we use the term parallelogram, it means opposite sides are parallel as well as equal in length. Now let's say, let me draw a line over here. This green line, let me make it a bit thicker. So from P to Q, this goes like this. What is the length of this line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Now there is P, there is Q, there is R, that means S should be like this. So therefore PQRS should be like this. It has to be in a perfect order. That means let me draw a line 5 units length going this way. Let me draw it bigger and I'll stop at 5 units. So this is the coordinate of R is 9, 4. So this is 9 over here. So 9 minus 5, that should come out to be 4. So let me stop over here and let me use a precision eraser. And let me just go like this. And that's how it's drawn. So therefore, the other two lines that will be joining would be something like this. Like this. Like this. And these two sides are parallel as well as equal in length. These two sides are parallel as well as equal in length. So basically, the coordinates of S, the y coordinate will be the same, that is 4, and the x coordinate is 9 minus 5 because this is 5 units. 1 and negative 4, the difference is 5 units. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. So therefore this 9 minus 5 is 4. So the coordinate of S is 4, 4. It's a highly conceptual question. And this is the first time you have come across the concept of parallelogram in coordinate geometry. Opposite sides are parallel as well as equal in length. Then rest of the questions are pretty basic. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of PR. So let me write over here part B, and this was part A, the knowledge. Part B, we have P, which is minus 4, 0. We have R, which is 9, 4. Midpoint of PR minus 4 plus 9 divided by 2, 0 plus 4 divided by 2. 9 minus 4 is 5, 5 over 2, leave it as it is, 4 over 2 is 2, that is the midpoint of P in R. So let me just highlight this. So this is this thing. This is point B, part B. Find the equation of line RS. So part C, we have R, which is 9, 4. We have S, which is 4, 4. And we just have to write it out. So equation of line RS, that's right over here. So it is a line which is parallel to the x-axis. It's of the form y is equals to a constant. All along the line, the y coordinate does not change. What is that y coordinate? That y coordinate is 4. It's not changing. So therefore, the equation of a line is y is equals to 4. Find the equation of line QR. We have Q, which is 1, 0. We have R, which is 9, 4. So therefore gradient of QR, which is 0 minus 4, and this is 1 minus 9. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. This is negative 8. This comes out to be positive half. Y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to half x plus c. Let me plug in 1, 0. So this is 0, this is half, this is 1, this is c. Therefore, c comes out to be negative half. Therefore, the equation is y is equals to half x minus half. That means the line will be going a little bit below and then it will be intersecting it, which makes perfect sense. Always double check. So now part D is done. So this is part D, this is done, this is done. That is the answer for this part. That's all good, all clear. So therefore, let me just erase this thing, and that's the answer. Now the last part, calculate the area of the parallelogram PQRS. Part E, area of parallelogram PQRS. That is base into height. So the base is 5 units. So the base, hold for a second, the base of the parallelogram is 5 units. And the height, it's always the perpendicular height, that is 4 units. So the height is 4 units. So therefore, we will say 5 into 4, which comes out to be 20 units square. That is the area of this parallelogram. So this is all good, all clear. Question number 25, the last question for today. And the chapter. Finally, we are done with a coordinate geometry. The diagram shows the point A, 1, 2, B, 4, 6, D, minus 5, 2. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. So first part, that is the midpoint of AB. A is 1, 2, B is 4, 6. Therefore, midpoint is 1 plus 4 divided by 2, 2 plus 6 divided by 2, 5 over 2 and 8 over 2 is 4. That is the coordinate of A. So this thing is done. Part A, that is this. Calculate the length of AB. So when we talk about the length of AB, so this is A, this is B. We have A and we have B written over here. Let me draw a line like this. So therefore, AB magnitude, that is 1 minus 4 whole square. And this is 2 minus 6 whole square, square root. That is negative 3 square, which is 9, 4 square, which is 16, square root. That is square root of 25. This comes out to be 5 units. That is the answer for part B. So this is part B, that is AB. Calculate the gradient of the line AB. Part C, gradient of line AB, that is 2 minus 6 and 1 minus 4. 2 minus 6 is negative 3. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. 2 minus 6 is negative 3. This is negative 3. This comes out to be positive 1. Always double check. Yes, this line has a positive slope. So this thing is done. That is part C, gradient, that comes out to be 1. Again, let me just cancel this because this is trigonometry not yet done. And then find the equation of line AB, that is done, length AB, gradient AB, now equation of line AB. So let me write it down, part D, therefore y is equals to mx plus c. M is 1 and C we have to find. Y is equals to 1x plus C. And let me plug in 1, 2. So let me plug in 1, 2. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 1 plus C. Therefore, C comes out to be 1. Therefore, the equation is y is equals to x plus 1. That is the answer for equation of line AB. So this is equation of AB. This thing is done. And also double check. If I draw a line like this, it would be cutting at this point. Yes, the y-intercept is 1. Last part, which is the most crucial part, that is this. The triangle ABC has line of symmetry x is equals to 4. Find the coordinates of C. So now we are talking about ABC. What is D used for? D is used for something else, which we are not doing right now. So let me draw a line like this. This is AB, and let me make it even more thinner. So this is AB that goes like this, and x is equals to 4 is the line of symmetry. So this is x is equals to 4, actually like this. X is equals to 4 is the line of symmetry. So this is x is equals to 4. This is a line parallel to y-axis. Now this is the line of symmetry. Where is C for the triangle ABC? So basically you are working for part E. The concept is this, that this distance over here, let me choose another color. Over here, this is 1, this is 4. Therefore, this distance is 3 units. That means 3 units over here should be C. That means C is right over here like this. So C is right over here like this. It's not drawn to scale. So therefore, this should also be 3 units. So this x coordinate is 4, 3 units more. Therefore, this is 7, 6. It's just based upon diagram. So the coordinates of C is 7, 6. This is coordinates of C. So I hope it's all got all clear. So the concept of line of symmetry was asked over here. This thing is all done, all good. Now let me do one thing. Let me just copy this. Let me add a page and let me do some kind of innovation in it. I'm just focusing on the last part. That is this. The triangle ABC has line of symmetry. Instead of x, let me write y is equals to 4. So we are writing y is equals to 4. Actually, y is equals to 6. If y is equals to 6 is the line of symmetry, the line is going like this. And over here, this thing is like this, approximately. And this is the line of symmetry. Therefore, it should be going something like this. Not exactly drawn, but you're getting the idea what I'm trying to portray. This is y coordinate 2. This is y coordinate 6. Therefore, this should be y coordinate 6 plus 4 is 10. Why? Because this difference is 4 unit. Therefore, this difference should also be 4 unit. Because this is the line y is equals to 6. That is line parallel to x-axis. This is line of symmetry. So this is like the mirror line. Remember this word. Line of symmetry is the mirror line. And let me also write over here, that is the mirror line. So that is the concept of reflection. The further that you are away from the mirror line, 3 units, your image will be further away. So this is like object, this is like image, basic physics. This is like the mirror line, this is the object, 4 units, this is the object image, 4 units. So therefore, the coordinate of C, the x coordinate is still 1, but the y coordinate is 10. So that is how I have done this thing modified. And now I have given you both the options. That is the line of symmetry as a line parallel to x-axis, line of symmetry as a line parallel to y-axis. So this is the x-axis one, and this is the mirror line, and that's how these 2 questions are done. So therefore, lecture number 5 of coordinate geometry is done and dusted. And that completes the whole concept of coordinate geometry along with past papers. Stay tuned for more content.